We're talking with Jack Moyer, and I'm talking to him. I guess you're in your office over in Eureka Springs. Is that right?
I am. Beautiful day over here in Eureka Springs, and I'm just glad to have the opportunity to share with you what's happening in this community.
Well, if it's such a beautiful day, why are you stuck in the office?
Pay
the bills, right?
And rental guy. You know that I'll soon be strolling through the gardens.
Okay. All right. Well, how's it going over in Eureka Springs?
Yeah. We we're lucky. I think we early in March we did shut down, and we took things very seriously here. So the protocols that maybe came to the state later, Eureka Springs put those protocols on right when we reopened, which was in the second week of May. So we are very aggressive on sanitation and safety protocols and masking in tight areas and things to that extent. And what we found is customers traveling here appreciate that. And that actually was a huge benefit to our business, that we could publish aggressive protocols and say, you can travel here, act responsibly, but we as a staff are going to be, whatever you see published, we're going to do a little bit more. So the response to that has been just fantastic. We had a very strong summer. I realize that we're running different than the lodging and the restaurant industry, and what has happened to many of my peers and many of my friends has been really catastrophic. Eureka Springs is an outlier here because we have a lot of outdoor activity here, and the Crescent, there's plenty of room to move around. The Basin Park is right in the middle of an outdoor shopping mall, so there's room to move. It's built around the outdoors. It always has been since 1886, and our staff has followed protocols. So believe it or not, Dan, we in July and August we surpassed the year before, which is nowhere near what we thought was going to happen. But as far as I think, occupancy, we did.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to the stamina and the will of the people. We have to move on. At some point, we have to move on, protect the ones that are vulnerable, but still we have to move forward in all we do. And I think that's a good thing that you said about what Eureka Springs is doing, because I think at one time there was we're talking about coronavirus, by the way. If people I'm sure that people don't live living under a rock, we know what we're talking about. Yeah, but there was a big surge over in northwest Arkansas, and I'm sure that that everyone was worried because Eureka Springs is in that same county.
Sure,
but
to be honest,
we want to talk.
We act responsibly as if it could be here, and we want our guests to understand that there'll be protocols when they get here. That's a big part of actually what's happening in the fall season. We have fall typically brings an older travel group. It's also a very big wedding season for us. Now that's changed dramatically, but there's still weddings that will happen. It's just what we find is the weddings, they're still going to go through with the celebration, but they're going to be 50 people and down, and then they're live streaming the wedding for people that can't come or people that are in the vulnerable population. So we have helped shape that. And then, of course, we're still doing all of our activities. We can expect motorcycle groups and fall travelers and seniors and fall foliage. We still feel confident, not as strong as the summer season, but still about or equal to what we did last year.
Okay. Well, what's new at the hotels up there at the Crescent? I got an email from Bill, and I wanted to pass that along to our viewers, so it'll be a short day trip over there and have some fun.
You bet. Well, obviously we're going to be ready for visitation, but we also understand that there's some sensitivity. So we've changed our hours, operating hours. We've spread them out a little bit. So we open our breakfast earlier. We've added a dining period. We have that great Sky Bar gourmet pizza on the top of the Crescent, but we also opened the Crystal Dining Room. That's a big room. We've opened it for dinner. We call it La Cena. I'm sure my Italian was a little bit off there, but and it's family style Italian. Not many places in Eureka Springs can offer large tables, and we're fortunate that we can have up to 10 in a dining group, but also they have to be 10 foot apart from the next table. So you can imagine that restricts a lot of restaurants, but in the Crystal Dining Room that affords us that opportunity. So we've changed dining. Our spa, super careful in our spa, vulnerable area, right? But we temperature check you, and you have to go through all of the protocols. It's a masked area. Our ghost tours, usually we would have, ghost tours. It's October, Dan. Come on, we've had some weird stuff happen. Oh boy! But we've reduced the people count down there. We no longer do presentations in the morgue because the morgue is a tight little area. So we do our presentation. We walk through all the spaces. You're still going to go to the morgue, but we do our presentations in open air spaces. We have activities. That's a neat part that we've changed at the Crescent. We've added these resort activities, whether it's fitness or hikes or yoga or all these different things. And we do wine tasting, craft beer tasting, all that stuff. So it's a full-blown resort here. And what we do is we do reservations for those so that it's single party now. So we've made modifications, but still an awesome experience for sure.
Well, that's great. I'm sure our viewers are interested to know that, because this is more or less a cabin fever situation that we're kind of going through, and they're wanting to know how they can get out and maybe spend a day or 2 days or maybe even a long weekend.
Well, and
when somebody,
a lot of people are nervous about.
I always talk about
nervous about getting on an airplane or traveling for this is what is it, an hour drive away and to La La Land over here. So it's really different. The restaurants are open in Eureka Springs. The shopping is open. Of course, plenty of outdoor activities. I don't know, folks maybe don't know how much you hear mountain biking and you hear Bentonville or in the state parks, but Eureka Springs is significant in the mountain biking area. In fact, we have the largest downhill mountain biking area here at Lake Leatherwood. And so, think of it like a ski resort, Dan, right? Without skis, instead you're riding a bike. But this has multiple runs, over a mile long on each one of them. And there's green runs and everything to double black. And we have 2 of those. On the Great Passion Play site, they have mountain biking, and also at Lake Leatherwood. So that's pretty rare stuff. And hiking, fishing, all the good stuff. Just think of us that we have all the good stuff here.
And it really, nothing's really changed. You just kind of tighten things up a little bit, made it safer for everyone.
We have, honestly, it's been good too, because, we've been doing this business. I mean, I've been here almost 25 years now. I mean, I know I look younger than that, Dan. Thank you.
Oh, I was just thinking.
It's crazy, right? But, it allowed us to really refine, housekeeping techniques, get serious about it. People just change the culture of the business and the employee group to understand that, this is serious stuff. The thing that I think is interesting, and why the hospitality industry has done so well, is it wasn't like we were cleaning and practicing good food safety and sanitation before. Of course we were. That's the core element of the hospitality industry. We just made it a little bit better, and that's why you don't see big concerns coming out of frequenting hotels and motels.
Well, if people are interested to find out more, of course, I know you have websites and Facebook pages and all that.
Sure.
Can you give us some of that information?
We got all that for sure. But simple stuff, crescenthotel.com. That's the easiest one. Eureka Springs Online.com has multiple blogs on it, trip ideas, things to that extent. And then, you know, of course, we have all the Facebook pages. So you'll find us online for sure. Or you can do it old school and just pick up the phone and call us. It's 800-342-9766.
Well, thanks, Jack. You know, I like they used to have these webcams on the streets.
Yeah.
And that's how I would know if I could come over quickly or not, to see how crowded it was.
Well, you know, it's crowded because it's fun.
I'll
tell you what, I'll tell you what, just because I like you, I'll tell you a couple of my parking spaces.
Okay.
Right? So I don't offer that there.
Are you sure you want to get these out?
No,
Hey.
You have to swear or promise that you won't tell anybody where those are located.
I swear I won't say another word about it.
All right, then I'll provide that information for you. But we appreciate you. We love your audience, and think about not having to be in the car for 12 hours. Just be in the car for an hour and come on over and come visit La La Land for a little bit.
It's a great place. It's a great place. Jack.
You bet, Danny. Good seeing you again.
Good to see you.
And welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you'd like to be a part of what we do here on 726, you can contact us here at 400 South Sycamore right here in Harrison, Arkansas. Give us a call at 870-741-4891. 4891? I don't call it every day, so I forget. And we also have a website, hometowntv.net, and our Facebook page is Hometown Television. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.